I'm gonna start this session by taking few questions in my plate. And the first one goes, how a rainbow is formed in sky? Second one, what is refraction of light? Followed by the third one, what is dispersion of light? Everybody, if we talk about rainbow, the first action, I must say a reflex action that comes in is wow. We're talking about colors, right? One of the most fascinating concept which I was ever enthusiastic to know about, of course you are today, right? And there are so many myths. There are urban myths actually. What are those? Like, among them, leprechauns, tiny little creepy creatures guiding gold coins on the end of the rainbow there. Of course, it's a myth. So in today's class, we're gonna figure out what is the scientific reason behind formation of rainbow. What is the physics behind formation of rainbow? I hope you got a very clear picture for today's class. Dear viewer, I welcome you in classes with brilliant group of institution, Doha, Qatar. Sticking to the point, the scientific reason behind formation of rainbow. So before we know that, what is the physics behind formation of rainbow, you need to know a concept of two topics. What's the first one? The first one you need to know is what is dispersion of light. What is the second one? You need to know about what is refraction of light. Of course, you know what is reflection, right? All right. So what I am telling you is very clear. To know how the rainbow is formed, you need to know about what is dispersion of light. You need to know about what is refraction of light. You need to know about what is reflection of light. Whereas reflection I am taking in aside because you know about it long back. So let me see our first part. What is dispersion of light? Guys, the definition is when a white source of a light. First of all, why white source of a light? Every source of a light you see around is white in color. Alright. So white source of a light, when it passes through a prism, you see the 7 different color on the other side. The entire phenomena is called dispersion of light. So today in this session, we're going to discuss what is prism. Okay. How it is happening. All right, what are the 7 colors together we call it? All right, so this will be the discussion point before we see how a rainbow is formed. Now let me have a detail of what is refraction of light. Once I complete refraction of light, I'm gonna go with dispersion of light and we'll kickstart our major topic, how rainbow is formed. So let me start. So here the definition tells you, first of all, the bending of ray of light when it enters from one medium to another medium. I'm going to shed a light of what is this medium actually is. All right. So if you see the first medium I take in air, like light I will start passing it through air. All right. And what is this second medium? It is a glass. All right. So this first medium is an air. All right. So clearly the light is traveling in air. All right, and then it is entering in glass, which is the second medium. I hope you got a very clear picture of this medium. All right, and the definition. When ray of light enters from first medium to the second medium, all right, it will bend like this. And this bending of ray of light is refraction. All right, so the second medium might be anything. You might take it as a water also. All right, right now I took a glass, and any medium, kerosene, whatever you want. All right, but whenever light enters from first medium to the second medium, when light will encounter from first medium to the second medium, you're gonna see the light ray will start bending. Okay, now let me see the cause of it. You know guys, what is the speed of light in air? You're gonna tell me, sir, it is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. All right, as it enters in the glass, it will slow down to 2 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. And this is the reason. This is the major reason of why the ray of light is bending. So I hope I got very clear picture of what is refraction of light. So that's how it happens. If you take a laser light, this is a glass slab, which you have seen a diagram over on the other slide. When you pass a ray of light, it will start bending. And this phenomena is called refraction of light. Now you are that clear with what is refraction of light. Simply, when a light ray enters from first medium to the second medium, the light will slow down its speed. Now, when it slows down, you're gonna see that there will be a bending of ray of light, which we call refraction. All right. So what is next? Next is dispersion of light. Now, before I know what is dispersion of light, you need to know about this tiny little prism. What is a prism? A little about prism. All right. So see guys, prism is a transparent material, as you can read it over here. Prism is a transparent material with two triangular bases. What I am telling you is very clear. It has two triangular bases. What is this? What are those? I mean, this is the first one and this is the second one. All right, the first one and the second one. It has how many triangular bases? 2. All right, and it has 3 rectangular lateral surfaces. It has 3 rectangular lateral surfaces. Now, what are those? This is the first one, right? You can see it. This is the second one, right? And the third one on the other side, on the back side. All right. So, prism is a transparent material. That's the definition for you, everybody. Prism is a transparent material bounded by how many triangular bases? 2. 1 and 2. How many lateral surfaces? 3. 1, 2, and 3 on the other side. All right. So once we know about it, we are that fit to know what is dispersion of light. All right. Now, can you see I'm passing a white source of a light and it bends here? You know why it is bending, right? Because light is entering in the second medium, correct? And the unique shape of prism just now, which you have learned, have a capability of splitting the light into 7 different colors. Clearly, white source of light is composed of 7 different colors, guys. So you see, whenever white source of light is passing through a prism, you can see a refraction over here. Clear? All right. And on the other side, you see the 7 different colors. The unique shape of a prism is capable of splitting the white source of light into 7 different colors. And this is what we call dispersion of light. All right. So there you go, the definition I fixed. And those 7 different colors can be acronymed, okay, with VIBGYOR. All right, so V stands for violet, I stands for indigo, B stands for blue, G stands for green, Y stands for yellow, O stands for orange, and R stands for red. All right, so these are the 7 different colors, and you know what? This 7 different colors together, the VIBGYOR, is called spectrum of light. All right, so note it. You got 2 basic definition over here. The first one you learn is what is dispersion of light. When white source of light, okay, passes through a glass prism, you see the 7 different colors appearing on the other side. The entire phenomena is called dispersion of light. Beautiful. Now what is the next one? Next one is the band of 7 colors you see in the other side. It is called spectrum of light, and those colors can be acronym, okay, with VIBGYOR together. All right. Now, once you know what is refraction of light, now you just know what is dispersion of light. We are that fit to discuss how a rainbow forms, the physics behind formation of rainbow. So let me consider this guy. What he is doing, okay, on a fine day, he is trying to see a rainbow. All right, and the picture basically tells you the condition, the condition of that particular day when you see a rainbow. There must be sun. It should be. There should be raining. There should be showering, what I mean is. All right. So this is the condition when you see a rainbow. Ever experience? Of course, yes, right? So whenever there is a rainbow, there should be sunlight. There should be what? Raindrops. All right. Now, there's something happens that led the formation of rainbow, which we need to discuss in detail. All right. So let me start. You know, guys, the raindrop act as a prism. Just now you have seen that the prism is capable of showing you the 7 different colors, right? That meaning there must be a prism on the sky, right? And what is that prism on the sky? Is your raindrop. A small raindrop gonna act as a prism, all right? And we need a source of light. Let it be a sun. What happens to it? Now, when this ray of light from sun encounters in a prism, the first thing, will it refract? You're gonna tell me yes, because it is traveling from first medium to the second medium. So there must be a refraction like that. Correct? But there will be a little bit dispersion as well. So what I'm telling you is very clear. When the sun ray enters in the prism, I mean a raindrop right now, which acts as a prism, all right, the first thing, there will be a refraction, and you know the cause behind, right? And what is the second? A little bit of dispersion. So the first part, what's happening over here is refraction. You can see it, right? And you know the reason behind. And finally you see a dispersion. That means the light starts splitting. So that's the first one. I wrote it for you. All right, now you need to know there is one more phenomena happening. It will reflect internally. Can you see it is reflecting, bouncing back of ray of light is called reflection, and this reflection is called TIR. What is TIR? It stands for total internal reflection, guys. And you need to wait for a couple of years to understand what is TIR. All right, there are some mathematics involved to show you very properly why it is reflecting. All right, for that you need to wait a couple of years. That meaning in class 10 I'm gonna very clearly show you what is this TIR, total internal reflection, and this is the second, what is happening in the water droplets. And finally it will refract and disperse the entire color. In this case you start seeing the rainbow. This is it. What happens when a white source of a ray of light from a sun entering in the prism, which is a raindrop right now? The first thing you're gonna see is a refraction and dispersion. Then you see TIR, total internal reflection. You need to wait for a couple of years to know about it very clearly. And finally there will be a refraction and dispersion again, and what you see will be a rainbow. All right, so I hope you got a very clear picture of how rainbow is formed. Let me frame it again. So you get refraction and dispersion, total internal reflection, refraction and dispersion again, and finally you see the rainbow. This is it. Here raindrop act as a prism. All right, so I have a small animation to show you. This is what a rainbow forms. Now just have a look. There are 2 times the reflection happening. Can you see it in my figure? Okay, just go back and see that in my figure there is 1 reflection, but right now there are 2 reflections. Okay, so it will give you a secondary rainbow. There is a secondary rainbow. Yes, there is a secondary rainbow, which is much more bigger than the primary rainbow. The previous one which we have learned is a primary rainbow. We're going to discuss about it in detail in class, and right now it's a homework for you. Figure it out. And the final question I'm going to ask you is like, if you are seeing a rainbow from a height, consider this girl on a flight. One day you will be for sure. Okay, so if you're seeing a rainbow from a height, is the rainbow you see is a complete round shaped, or you see semicircle as we are seeing? Give a pause, think upon, and I'm answering you here. When you see a rainbow from a height, everybody, it will be a complete circle. It will be a complete circle. Oh, what a beautiful thing you learned today. All right, then how we see half of the rainbow only? Half of it is absorbed by the horizon, because we're in that viewer angle. Okay, we're in a sea level, correct, where we don't see the half of the rainbow. But if you go in a height, okay, in some spatial day when you go in a height, all right, then you definitely see a rainbow. All right, so I guess you got me a very clear picture of what we discussed in our today's class. We learned, okay, how a rainbow was from the first question I asked you. Right now you're very clear how to tell about it. What is refraction of light? You know about it. What is dispersion of light? You know about it. All right, so keep seeing the video. I'll see you in another video of similar conceptual topic. Till then, take care and stay healthy.